As tensions rise in the South China Sea, millions are asking the same question. If conflict erupts, can the Philippine Air Force stand against China's massive aerial power? On social media, myths spread fast. FA-50s can destroy J-20s, or China's jets are overrated. But air dominance isn't about motivation or patriotism. It's about capability, logistics, numbers, and strategy. This is the reality check everyone needs to hear. Number 1. The air power gap, a comparison you can't ignore. Philippines, small but modernizing. The Philippine Air Force is in transition. After decades of underinvestment, it has slowly rebuilt its air defense capability. Key fighter assets: FA-50PH Fighting Eagle, 12 active, more on order. Possible future platforms: F-16V, Gripen CD, or Gripen E. Strengths: affordable and reliable training to light combat jet. Good avionics for its size. Effective for maritime patrol and defensive missions. Weaknesses: not a true air superiority fighter. Limited radar range. Lacks long-range missiles like PL-15 or AIM-120D. No stealth capability. Limited operational quantity. The PAF is improving, but currently has no 4.5 Gen or 5th Gen fighters. China, Asia's largest air force. China's People's Liberation Army Air Force is now the world's third most powerful, behind only the US and Russia. Key fighter assets: J-20 Mighty Dragon, 5th Gen. J-16 4.5 Gen multi-role. J-10C 4.5 Gen. J-11B or D. Su-30 MKK, Su-35. Strengths: numerical dominance, over 1,900 combat aircraft. Stealth technology, J-20. AESA radars across modern fleets. Long-range PL-15 missile, 200 to 300 plus kilometers. Massive production and logistics capability. AWACS support like KJ-2000, KJ-500. Weaknesses: mixed fleet creates logistics complexity. Chinese combat experience is limited. Some technologies may still lag behind US or NATO standards. Even with weaknesses, China's air combat capability is decades ahead of the Philippines in scale, technology, and infrastructure. Number 2. Fighter jet matchups, fantasy versus reality. FA-50PH versus J-10C, J-16, J-20. Does it stand a chance? Let's be brutally honest. In a direct air-to-air engagement, the FA-50 cannot challenge China's frontline fighters. Radar range comparison. FA-50 radar, 50 to 80 kilometers. J-10C, 170 to 200 kilometers. J-16, 200 to 300 kilometers. J-20, unknown, estimated 300 plus AESA. Missile range comparison. FA-50 AIM-9 or future AIM-120, 80 to 120 kilometers. China, PL-15, 200 to 300 plus kilometers. China, PL-10, highly maneuverable short-range missile. Stealth, FA-50, non-stealth. J-20, low observable 5th Gen. It's not a fair fight. China's fighters would detect, track, and engage FA-50s long before they appear on radar. Number 3. The real battlefield, South China Sea strategy. Here is where things become more interesting and more realistic. China's advantages: proximity to air bases, Hainan, Guangdong, and multiple artificial islands. AWACS support, extending radar coverage. Anti-access and area denial systems, A2AD. Long-range SAM networks. Ability to deploy dozens, maybe hundreds of jets instantly. China controls the air if the Philippines fights alone. Philippines' strategic reality. The Philippines doesn't aim to dominate China. It aims to defend its maritime zones and ensure international support. PAF's strategy focuses on deterrence, quick intercept capability, domain awareness, allied cooperation. 4. The X factor. U.S. support changes everything. This is where narratives shift. The Philippines is not alone. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, the U.S. can deploy F-22 Raptors, F-35 Lightning II, B-1B bombers and B-52 bombers, Aegis-equipped destroyers, U.S. Marine Corps F-35Bs in the region, and the U.S. dominates in AWACS, tanker support, satellite tracking, electronic warfare, and long-range stealth strikes. If the U.S. enters the conflict, China's air dominance becomes much less certain. 5. Modernization. The Philippines' road to future air power. The Philippines is already trying to bridge the gap. Possible future acquisitions. Option 1. F-16V Block 70, AESA radar, AIM-120D compatibility, superb interoperability with the U.S., ideal for national defense. Option 2. Gripen C or D, or Gripen E, cheaper to operate, quick scramble time, great for island defense, modern avionics plus Meteor missiles, Gripen E. Option 3. FA-50 Block 20 upgrades, AESA radar, BVR missiles, electronic warfare suite. By 2030, the PAF could evolve into a credible defensive force, not an air-dominant one, but effective enough to deter aggression. 6. Final reality check. Who dominates the skies? If the Philippines fights alone, China wins air dominance easily. The gap is too big in numbers, radar power, missile range, stealth capability, and early warning support. If the U.S. enters the conflict, the battle becomes balanced, even tipping against China in high-end air combat. If modernization continues, by 2030, the Philippines may achieve air denial, not dominance, meaning China cannot freely operate without risk. That is the real strategic goal. Conclusion: the Philippines cannot outgun China in the sky today, but with allies, modern fighters, and smart strategy, it can prevent China from ever gaining total control of the region.